Namaskar. The science of yoga developed through thousands of years of experimentation, and there's something in the nature of the yogi that loves to explore and experiment. And in the writings of our Guru, Shrii Shrii Anandamurti, we can find so many fascinating ideas that have a kind of irresistible attraction to experiment with them. And one of the ideas that has always fascinated me is the idea that the Supreme Consciousness, Paramatma, is nothing but the totality of all individual consciousnesses, right? And you can find that idea expressed in many different places, and I'm going to share a few of them with you. So this is from elementary philosophy. What is the cosmic entity? Brahma is the collective name for all the unit consciousnesses. Mind cannot measure a single unit consciousness, so the question of measuring the supreme multiple of all the multiplicities of unit consciousnesses does not arise. Then another quote. Paramapurusha, or cosmic consciousness, is only a collective name for an infinite number of unit consciousnesses. Also, the same article, What is the Cosmic Entity? From Anandamarga Elementary Philosophy. And another quote, when the goal of one's ideation is Paramatma, and in brackets, the totality of all unit consciousnesses, one progresses in an absolute sense. And that was published in Progressive Socialism. Then Atman or Jivatman means unit consciousness. Paramatman is the collective name of all unit consciousnesses. And that came from Yoga and Tantra in the book Discourses on Tantra, Volume 2. And finally, the same thing, just to really emphasize the point, cosmic consciousness is only a multiple of the unit consciousnesses. And that's from What is This World in Anandamarga Elementary Philosophy. So I talked about this idea some years ago, and I said that Paramapurusha is not an I or a he or a she. Paramapurusha is a we, right? So the multiple of your consciousness, my consciousness, everyone's consciousness, plants, animals, the consciousness of every single atom in the universe, the totality of all that consciousness is Paramapurusha. And this kind of inclusiveness is expressed with this idea of we. And so I experimented with that, and I just meditated on the word we. And I found I get a much better feeling than if I meditate on the word I. So often we're encouraged to explore who am I and meditate on this I. Somehow I've never really, I've missed whatever it is that we're trying to find in that. But when I meditate on the word we, I instantly get an inclusive, broader, wider, more blissful feeling from that. Now, it's not a meditation that I'm going to suggest that we replace our existing meditation with or anything like that. It's just an interesting experiment. So that's if you are someone who also likes to experiment and to explore, then try it out. Just quietly sit down and take the thought we in your mind and silently meditate on that and see what happens, see what you feel. How do you feel if you contemplate that word we rather than contemplating the word I? So that's the thought that I wanted to share with you today. And if you do experiment with it, I'm very interested to hear what you experience. Thank you. Namaskar.